Hi Homebound Yogis, welcome back. It's another day to go a little deeper into ourselves, right? We have this opportunity without distraction. We have no distractions anymore. No excuses, right, to get in and do the work. So, so let's just move and flow and begin that path or take another step on that path of discovering ourselves, peeling back the layers and just finding out who we are in this moment. So we'll go ahead and come to a child's pose. If that's not comfortable for you, of course, find a place that is. Find a place where you can connect to your breath and you can just be. Moving into stillness in the body so that we can find some stillness in the mind. Just feeling the breath, feeling what it does to the body and in the body. Allowing the breath to flow in and out through the nose. Beginning to ignite that parasympathetic nervous system so that you can begin to relax and deepen the ease in the mind and the body. Our breath allows us to pull back from the what if, allows us to shift back to the present moment and out of the runaway train of worry. Settling back in and in this moment knowing that we are okay. Take a long, slow breath in through the nose, filling up with breath as much as you possibly can. And then open your mouth and pour the breath out. Let's just take the right hand by the right shoulder and just press the left hand into the ground and take a little bit of a twist in your child's pose, just looking up over the left shoulder. And then coming back through the center, press into the left hand and press a little more into the right hand as you look over the right shoulder. Come back down, walk the hands out. And then begin to walk them over to one side. Seeing if you can stack your hands one on top of the other, pressing into the ground. Pulling back through your right hip and stretching your side body. Allowing breath to come into the side ribs and filling you up. And then let's walk those hands through center. Take your hands to the other side of the mat, stacking them if that's possible in your body and pulling back through your hip. Noticing what you feel in your shoulder and its arms can be long and stretched out to feel some length coming into the body. Walk those hands back through center. Let's come up for a tabletop. Extending long through the spine. Let's press into the right hand. Float that left arm just straight out from your shoulder. Not ahead of you, just right out to the side. Belly draws up and in. We begin to engage the core as we fill up and empty the breath. Pressing down through that right hand and leaving a little space between the shoulder blades and the back side of the body. Notice the core firing up a little bit, supporting you here in your breath. And now let's go ahead and allow that left arm to float forward towards the front of the room. And then taking that right leg straight back out from the hip. Feeling the belly adjust and calibrate here to hold you and support support you as you reach forward and back, as you lengthen out through the entire spine. Breathing in and breathing out through the nose, long and full. And now we're going to sweep that left arm back, bend the right knee, and maybe you can catch that foot in the hand. If you can't, just kick the foot up and reach the arm back. If you can reach that foot, kick the foot into the hand. Allowing that left shoulder to release back, getting a little stretch in the front of that right quad. And then release the hand, release the foot, extending back out long. Lower the hand and knee to the ground. We'll take a cat-cow round, letting the mid-ribs float down, hips and shoulders or the high points, and then rounding the spine. Lifting up. Finding that movement that matches your breath, that allows you to turn in and go deep. Coming back to stillness in a tabletop pose, float that right arm out to the right, straight up from the shoulder, reaching it out. Belly draws up and in. Tailbone is pulling back, top of the head is pulling forward, and the belly supports us here. And really press down through that left hand. So the shoulder is supported, and we feel a little slight lift in the left shoulder. Breath flowing in and out through the nose. One more breath here. Get nice strong arms without doing chaturanga. Nice strong core without doing boat pose, because I know you guys love those. Let's sweep the arm forward, and then go ahead and float the opposite leg back. Good. Extending forward and back. Getting nice and long. Pressing out through the heel, reaching through the fingertips. Finding your breath and finding length with each breath. And go ahead and sweep the right arm back. Bend that left knee and see if you can catch the left foot in the hand. And then kick up, reach back through the arm. Taking a little half bow from your tabletop. Kicking and reaching. And then release the hand, extend back out, reach to the heel, lower the hand and the foot down to the ground and take a cat-cow. So let's walk those hands forward on your mat. Curl your toes under, lift the hips up, pedal your feet out, lifting one heel and then the other. Let's come up onto the balls of the feet. Separate the feet about hip distance apart and spin both heels over to one side. Maybe bend the knees a little bit if that feels better in your body, or leave the legs straight. And feel that stretch through the left rib cage, or the right, depending on which side you spun your heels to. But you'll feel it in the ribs that are on the other side than the heels are. Good, one more breath here. Come up onto the balls of the feet, lifting those heels up. Spin the heels the other way, so the heels and toes are in line with each other. And then feel that stretch through the top of the rib cage on the side that's away from the heels. Good. Lift up those heels. Spin them back to facing the back of the room, and then we'll come down to the knees, take a child's pose. Lay the forehead down to the ground. Settling into your breath. Beginning to actually visibly notice the space between thoughts. Noticing that you can slow down the thinking mind, give yourself a little freedom. Reach those arms back up front, spread the fingers wide. Here we are in our child's pose. Just begin to let the hips come up, curl your toes under, and shift the hips back for your down dog. In down dog, energetically try to squeeze your thumbs thumbs towards one another and roll your shoulders open a little. Let's look to the right and look to the left. Just giving the neck some stretching. And then we'll shake the head yes and no. Walk the hands back to the feet. Taking a forward fold, knees can bend, you can interlace the arms. If it feels good to sway left and right, you can do that. Keep that breath flowing through the nose, long and slow. Very deliberate and conscious breath. Attention is on the breath. Untangle those arms, bend your knees, and slowly roll up. Really on purpose, be slow. Be slower than you want to be. Unfurling yourself into mountain pose, a grounding pose. When you feel like things are too much, like things are getting away from you, come to mountain pose. Root down through the feet, reach to the top of the head. And feel grounded. Inhale, take the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer, fold yourself forward. Inhale, hands on the shins or the thighs. Exhale, fold. Press through the feet, inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. And pull them down into the heart. Close the eyes, stand in mountain pose, and take a long, slow breath in through the heart center. Waking it up, opening it. On your next inhale, reach up. Exhaling and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Energize that heart center with breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Hinge at the hips. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reach the arms out and up. Exhale, pull the hands to the heart. Close your eyes. Settle in and ask for what you need. Inhale, take those arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk those hands back forward, coming into a plank pose. So the feet can be separated, hip distance in plank, or the feet can be together. The hips are in line with the shoulders. And we're reaching again from tailbone to top of head. And then let's just bend the right knee, tap it to the ground. Straighten that right leg back out. Bend the left knee, tap it to the ground. And just keep alternating, just slowly with your breath. Come back to stillness and plank pose. And then let those knees float to the ground. Bend your elbows towards the back of the room and slowly lower down. Coming onto your belly. Let's take a cobra pose. Peel the chest up off the ground. Hips and tops of the feet stay on the ground. Lifting up through the chest. Exhale, lengthen the spine and lower. Press back to a child's pose. One long, slow breath in. Long, slow breath out. Reach those hands out, curl the toes under, hips float up, down dog. Heels press back. Find your breath. Right leg is going to reach up for the sky. Three-legged dog. Pressing out from the heel. Hug that knee in as we step forward, coming to a warrior one as the back heel spins down and the arms rise up. Going nice and deep. Stretching down into that right knee, pulling it forward as you reach back through the outer back foot. Good, opening up to a warrior two, back foot. Opens up a little bit so it's in line with the outside edge of your mat. And then we reach forward and back. Let's go ahead and take a side angle. Right arm can come on that right thigh. We lift the left arm up and overhead, over the left ear. Sit down a little bit deeper. Relax the left shoulder back down the body a little bit. Inhale, rise up. Spin the feet to the long side of your mat. 5-pointed star. Reach the arms up. Press down through the feet. Tuck that tailbone under. Good, and then take the arms out to opposite sides of the room. Bring them down behind you. Clasp the palms. Lift up through the heart. Look up to the sky. Bend your knees as you come down, folding forward, and then take those hands away from the tailbone up towards the sky. Good, pressing the palms together. Reaching up with the hands and reaching down with your head. Gravity, inviting some space into the vertebra of the spine. And we'll let those hands come down to the ground. We'll walk the hands around towards the back of your mat, towards that left foot. Point the left toes to the long side of your mat. Back foot's at a little bit of an angle. And we inhale and rise up. Warrior one, rotating the right rib cage towards the front of the room. Sitting nice and deep through that left knee. And just finding your breath. We'll open up to a warrior two. Back foot opens up a little bit, that heel comes in, and we reach forward and back. Keeping a nice deep bend in that left knee and reaching out, engaging that inner thigh, engaging the back of the back foot. And then we'll take our side angle. Left arm comes down, right arm reaches overhead. And we stretch out from the ankle through the shoulder, through the fingertips. Finding your breath, finding some length. One more breath here. Bring the hands down to the floor. Walk the hands through to the center, the long side of the mat. Bring the hands onto the hips. Lift the body halfway up. So we're going to be parallel to the floor. We're in our straddle feet and we're reaching the tailbone back and the top of the head forward. One more breath. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach those arms up and overhead. Let the right hand come down. Reach overhead with the left arm. Taking a side bend. Still pressing equally through both feet. Getting length in the left side body. Inhale, come back up. Left hand floats down. Right arm reaches overhead. Relaxing the right shoulder down. Pressing through the feet. Finding your breath. Inhale, come back up. 5-pointed star. Spin the toes to the front side of the mat. Bring the hands on the floor and flow through a vinyasa. Stepping back, taking your plank, and then lifting to an up dog or a cobra. And lifting up to a down dog. Settling the breath. One more breath here. And then come to a plank pose. Lift up to down dog. Come forward to plank. Lift up to down dog. Come forward to plank. Take it up to down dog. Forward to plank one more time. Then we're going to take our right foot, tap it out to the right side of the mat. Left foot, tap it outside to the left side of the mat. And keep tapping and alternating. One foot out. Bring it back to center, the other foot. Tapping it out, bringing it back. Tapping it out, bringing it back. One more time. And then take your push up, come halfway down. Press back up. Lift up to down dog. Right leg, take it up to the sky. 3-legged dog. Step it forward, warrior one. Rise up, open up. Sitting down, warrior two. Spread those arms out. Side angle. And now reverse. Lift up and back in your warrior. Reversing your warrior, come to side angle. Inhale, lift up and reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, lift up and reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, come back to your warrior two. Take it up to your 5-pointed star. Hands come down to the floor as you hinge at the hips and fold. Bend the left knee, lift the ball of the left foot, or the heel, sorry, off the ground. Coming into our little happy goalie. Hands come to the floor, walk over to the right, lift the right heel. Happy goalie on the other side. And then alternate back and forth here. If you feel strong enough in the knees and don't have knee issues, you can simply alternate left and right. Like you're a bit of a speed skater here. So just pressing out, straightening one leg and then the other. Finding breath. Good, come back to your 5-pointed star. Take a side bend to the right. We're reaching left arm overhead. Inhale, come back up. Drop that left hand down. Side bend over to the left. Right arm reaches overhead. Inhale, come back up. 5-pointed star. Exhale, fold halfway down. Extend the arms out this time. Pull back through the hips. Use your belly. Notice where the weight is landing in the feet. Can you keep that weight distributed evenly? And then lower the hands down to the floor, taking a down dog in the arms. Pulling those fingers into the ground. Pulling back through the hips. Straddle down dog. Walk those hands around to the back of the mat. Framing that left foot, come up to a warrior one. Rise up, reach up. Settling in, finding that stretch. In yoga, we talk about an edge. Can you find your edge? Can you find that place where you're like, wow, like this is not easy. Like I need to pay attention and breathe here. Go to that place and see if you can just be there for a few breaths. And then we'll open up to a warrior two. Reaching forward and back. Come to your side angle. Lift up to reverse warrior. Exhale to side angle. Inhale, lift up to reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, side angle. Walk those hands back to your straddle. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Reach the hands for the heels or the ankles and draw your head down as you reach the arms away from one another and draw the shoulders up towards the hips. If your head is on the ground, maybe walk the feet a little closer together to make a little more distance between the hips and the top of the head. One more breath here. And then we'll walk those hands around towards the front of the mat. Step back to a plank pose and flow through a vinyasa, or take a child's pose, or come straight to down dog. Your choice. Yogi's choice. You always have a choice in your practice to slow down or speed up, to go deeper or come back out a little bit. Right leg floated up to the sky. Let's rotate the ankle around. And then bend the knee, tip the hip open. We're going to flip the dog if that feels safe for you. So make sure you're not going to land on a kid's toy or your real dog. And we'll let that right foot drop over. Lifting up the hips, reaching the right arm overhead. Good. Taking a nice big back bend. Looking out at those right fingertips. Lifting up through the hips, pressing through the feet. Flip back over. Right leg shoots up to the earth, three-legged dog. We're going to hug the knee in towards the chest and shoot that right foot out to the outside of the left hand. And come on up. Falling triangle. Reach up as you press down. Hips are lifting. Good. Bring those hands back down to the floor. Hug that knee in. Take it back to your three-legged dog. Let's shift forward. Hug the knee into the chest. Take it back, three-legged dog. Right knee to right elbow, tap it, send it back. Right knee to left elbow, tap it, send it back. Right knee to the outside of the right hand, come down to lizard pose. Hands can be on the floor, knees over that ankle. You can come down to your forearms if that feels good. And let the breath catch you. Catch back up. Breathe into that right hip. Bring those hands back to the floor, straightening the elbows. Now we're going to take a little version of an airplane with the arms. So we're going to curl the back toes under, lift that back thigh up. We're going to take the right arm and scoop it under the right thigh. And then we're going to take that left arm and lift it up. It may feel better for you to have a warrior one foot in the back, spinning the heel down, or you can stay on the ball of the foot. If you feel open here, you can bring that left hand behind you, taking a bind. Your right arm reaches up, spin your chest open. Good. If it feels possible for you and you want to go a little deeper, you can step that left foot up to meet the right. Preparing for a bird of paradise. So come up onto the ball of the right foot, begin lifting up, and then take that right leg straight out. Finding your breath, slowing it down. Drop that heel back down, foot to the floor, releasing. If you're in the airplane arms, bring them down, and we're going to flow through a vinyasa. So hands to the floor, taking your low push-up, taking your up dog or cobra, taking your down dog. I'm going to spin around so I can face the other way for you guys. Down dog. Take that left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Let's rotate the ankle around a few times. Bend the knee, pull the heel in towards the tailbone, and begin to reach that left knee towards the back of the room. And then drop over if that feels okay. Flipping your dog. Inhaling, lifting the hips up. Gaze goes to those left fingertips. Hips lift high, taking a back bend. Good. Inhale, come back up. Flip yourself back over, three-legged dog. Hug that left knee into the chest. Look to that right hand. Step the foot to the outside of the right hand as you reach the right arm up. Fall in triangle. Good. Finding your breath. One more breath here. Hips lifting. Hands come to the floor. Find your way back to your three-legged dog. Good. And then hug the left knee to the left elbow. Take it back up. Hug the knee into the chest. Take it back up. Hug the knee into the right elbow. Tap it and take it back up. Left foot comes to the outside edge of the left fingertips. Right knee comes to the ground. And then you can fold forward. Stretching into the left hip. Finding your breath. Letting that breath just be slow and easy. Just discovering whatever you can here in this pose. What can this pose reveal to you right now? Maybe something different than it's ever shown you before. And then we'll come back up onto our hands. We'll take our back toes and curl them under, lifting the back knee up. Now we're going to take that left arm and take it under the left thigh. Reaching it out like an airplane wing. Maybe you spin that right foot down. Reach that right arm out as well. Deep bend in the left knee. If you want to take a bind, you can reach the right hand behind you. Reach that left hand up for the right. And then spin your chest open. Yes, we're getting into the Gumby part of the yoga class. So you can stay in your airplane arms or do something else. Just don't leave yet. And then we'll take our bird of paradise if you're so inclined on this side. So we'll scoot that left foot in near the right. Come out of the ball of the left foot. And then begin to lift up. Keeping those hands bound. And then just take that left foot and begin to extend it out. Nice. Finding balance, don't worry if you fall, come back. And then bring that foot back in. Lower it down, release the hands. We'll walk those hands to the front of the mat. Take a vinyasa. Flowing through. Then open up those knees, take a child's pose, coming down. Reach those arms out. Spread the fingers wide. Curl the toes under, take a down dog. Come from your down dog to a plank. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale. Come to a plank. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come to plank. Then take that left foot, tap it out off the mat to the left. Bring it back in. Right foot, tap it out to the right. Bring it back in. Alternating left and right. And then lower down to your forearms. Pressing them into the floor, hips in line with the shoulders and the heels. Now we're going to take a side plank on the right. So we're going to stretch that left hand forward, bring the right hand by the left elbow, and then stack your feet and reach the left arm up. Dialing into your breath. I'm killing you guys tonight, I know. Please forgive me, please come back. Come back to your plank. And then we'll take it to the other side. Left hand comes by the right elbow. Stack your feet. Lift up through the right arm. Good. Come back. Lower all the way down to your belly. This is your reward. And lay your forehead down onto the ground. Long, slow breath in. Long, slow breath out. Now we're going to take the right knee, bending it, reaching back with the left hand, seeing if you can catch the foot. And then we're going to reach that right arm forward, which I have no room to do, and kick that left leg back. Reaching forward and back. Getting a little crossbow with the body, kicking, and then release. Make a pillow with your hands, lay your forehead down. And then we'll bend the left knee. Take that right hand back and catch the foot. Left arm reaches forward, right leg reaches back, lift up off the ground. Good, kicking into that hand, reaching, lower back down, bend that knee, release it. And then we'll bend both knees. Flex your feet, so instead of pointing them, flex them. And we're going to lift both thighs off the ground, pressing into the hips. Lower those knees back down. Reach the arms back. Flex the feet, lift up. Lower down. This time bend the knees, see if you can catch the tops of the feet. Bring the knees back together. Take an inhale, kick up, lift up. Kicking the feet into the hands, releasing back through the shoulders, bow pose. Chest lifts, thighs lift. Find your breath. Try to stay stable without rocking back and forth, just balancing here. Easy breaths. Slowly release. Press yourself back, child's pose. Reach those arms out, curl the toes under, take a down dog. Take the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Hug the knee into the chest and hover. Place the right foot on the ground. Rise up, warrior one. Opening up to warrior two. Reversing your warrior, lift that right arm up and back. Side angle. Right knee in front of, or right elbow, in front of the right knee. Left arm overhead. Hands come down to the floor. Walk to the long side of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Walk the hands towards the right ankle, taking a little twisting forward fold. Walk those hands back through center. Take the hands over to the left ankle, taking a stretch to the right side body. Folding forward. Leave those hands by that left foot. Frame the foot, spin the left toes to the back of the mat. Right heel roots, rise up to your warrior one. Good, opening to warrior two, arms spread out, foot's in line with the back of the mat. And then reverse, lift the left arm up and back. Side angle, left elbow comes by the left knee and we reach overhead. Arms come down to the floor. Walk yourself all the way around to the front of the mat. And then just bend that back knee and step that left foot up to meet the right. Inhaling, halfway lifting. Exhale and fold. Root through the feet. Inhale, reach up and out. Exhale, pull the hands down through to the heart. And pause. Close your eyes and breathe. Settling into your breath. Inhale, open the eyes, soft gaze. Hands by the sides of the body for mountain. We're going to float that right foot up for majorette pose. So the right foot's at 90 degrees. Pressing down into the left foot. Use your core. Finding balance. Now we're going to bring that right foot in. See if you can catch the right foot in your left hand. So the palm of the left hand is going to hold the foot. And we're going to let the right knee drop to the right. Right hand comes to your chest in prayer. Standing here, pressing that right knee down towards the ground. Still balancing on the left leg, engaging that whole left leg to be strong and supportive. Shoulders are level, hips are level. And then release that foot, go back to majorette pose. See if you can find your balance. We're going to shift into airplane. So I'm going to hop around so that I don't kick the wall. And we're going to reach back through that right leg and reach forward through your head. And we're going to play with our balance. We're going to slowly fold forward, allowing the hands to come down to the ground in a standing split. Reaching the top of the head for the ground, reaching up through the right leg. Good. And then bend that right knee, let that right foot float down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Flow through a vinyasa or skip the vinyasa. So we'll take our plank pose, take our push-up, take an up dog or cobra, and a down dog. Slowing down the breath. Connecting to your inner wisdom. We have this teacher inside that we so rarely listen to. Allow yourself that quiet, the breath connection to allow that teacher to emerge. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Bend the knees and slowly roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Coming to mountain pose. And we'll take our majorette on the other side. So we're going to allow that left knee to float up. So the knee is right in line with your hip. The heel is just under the knee. Nothing fancy, but just finding balance. Right, your body will make these micro adjustments over and over and over again to support you here, to hold you here. So really press down through that right foot. Reach up through the top of the head. Engage your core. So if we just hang out here, we'll wobble all over. We really need to press down and be awake and alive in this moment. And then we'll see if we can catch that foot in the right hand. So we'll go ahead and hold the foot, palm facing up. And let that left knee drop down towards the floor. We roll the shoulders back, level out our hips, and press down through that left knee. Strong right standing leg, rooting it down, grounding us. Keeping us balanced. And then we'll release that foot, come back to your majorette pose. We'll prepare for our airplane on this side. So we're gonna go ahead and reach back. Reach back with the arms. Pull the top of the head forward and press out through the heel. And then hinge at your hip. Folding yourself down to a standing split on the right side. Allow that left foot to come down and meet the right. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, we're gonna sit to chair pose. So we're gonna let the hips come back. Reach the arms forward. So if you look down, the knees are just in the center of the feet. Good. The arms can reach up, or you can cactus the arms. Sitting those hips down and drawing the belly button in. Let the hands come through the heart center. Take a twist over to the right. Pull back through that right hip. Good. Breathing your breath, twisting through the spine. Trying to make the spine nice and long as you twist it. And then we're gonna look down towards the ground. Take your gaze down towards the feet. Press into that left foot. Get really light. Sorry, press into the right foot. Get really light in the left foot. Step the left foot back. Twisting lunge. Find your balance here again. Pressing back through that back heel. Twisting around, pulling the right hip back, reaching through the top of the head. And then inhale, come up. Exhale and fold. Step back to your plank pose and flow through a vinyasa. Look between the hands, walk those feet up. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sit to chair pose. Pulling the tailbone down. Good, reaching through the fingertips. Hands come through the heart. Take a twist over to the left. The upper right arm is on the thigh. We're twisting ourselves around, long spine. Checking the knees, looking down, making sure both knees are in line with each other still. Twisting, 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 re-energizing the spine. And then look down, root through the left foot strongly, step that right foot back. Taking your lunge, maybe falling over. Try to keep your gaze soft, and that helps to keep you from falling. Good, pressing back through that back heel. Twisting long, finding your breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step it back to your plank pose. Take that left foot, tap it out to the left. Bring it back in. Right foot, tap it to the right. Bring it back in. Bring those knees to the ground. Come back and take a child's pose. Slowly come on up. You can flow through one more vinyasa or just come all the way down onto your backs. So we'll go ahead and lay all the way down. We're going to do a little breath matching our physical movements. So we're going to do a bridge pose, but we're also going to take the arms over the head and lay them down on the ground behind us as we're breathing. So make sure you've got enough room. So setting up for bridge pose, the feet are hip distance apart, the heels walk in towards the tailbone. The hips are resting on the floor. The shoulders pressed into the ground and the back of the head pressed into the ground. And then we begin to peel the tailbone up as we begin to lift the arms up. And drop the arms overhead just as the hips reach their highest point. And then we'll take an exhale, moving the hips down and moving the hands back down. And then once that kind of makes sense to you, inhale, lift up, arms overhead, top of the inhale, and then we exhale, hands come back down, hands and hips land at the bottom of the exhale. Inhale, lifting back up, and taking just a few more, matching your breath. Feeling that natural movement and rhythm of the breath. And then let's open up to a happy baby. So settling those hips back down, let the feet float up. Grab either the thighs, pulling down, or grabbing the outer edges of the feet, alternating, pulsing one knee towards the ground and then the other. We'll take a straddle here. So we're going to go ahead and extend the legs straight and pull the feet down towards the ground. And then we're going to bring the legs together, drawing the legs as close to the body as we can, leaving the tailbone on the ground. So this is your forward fold, but reclining. So you can feel a nice long spine here. You can press out through the heels and pull the legs towards the body. Not quite as intense a stretch in the hamstrings, but if it feels intense, bend the knees. Then we're going to let that left foot float down, and we're just going to draw the right leg in. Draw your forehead up towards the knee, curling in. Lay your head back down, release the foot back down. Take the right leg up towards the sky, interlace your fingers around the thigh or the calf, and then pull the forehead towards the knee. Lower back down, releasing the calf. Hug both knees into the chest. Take the right knee, cross it over the left. And we're going to drop both knees to the left side. Taking a twist, cross-legged twist. If that feels like too much, just uncross the legs. And just notice how this feels in your body, how the spine is reacting to the pose, and how the breath is helping the spine to twist. Then untwist the legs, and we'll cross the left leg over the right. And we'll drop both knees over to the right side as you look to the left, as you're twisting all the way through your spine. The vertebra moving around that spinal column, that central processing system for your body. When we keep the spine healthy, the whole body is vibrant and healthy. We keep our energy moving. We keep the brain healthy and all the nerves. And then slowly roll back onto your back. Unhook those legs. And we'll just hug the knees into the chest. If there's any other pose that you'd like to do, take your own requests. Do whatever feels good in your body right now, whatever else you might need. I'm going to take a few little circles of my knees, massaging that sacrum on the ground. And then when you're ready, finding your way to Shavasana, you can leave the knees bent if that feels more supportive to the low spine, or you can extend the legs straight out. And then allow your eyes to close and just feel the heaviness of the body against the floor. Let your breath just return to normal. No more effort, just taking total and complete rest. Feel your jaw relax. Feel the eyes just dropping back into the head. Feel the space between the eyebrows relax completely. And take a scan from your toes, moving through the whole body. Scanning the whole body for any tension or any parts that might need healing. and sending some love and attention and healing to those places. And take a breath in and breathe in peace. Exhaling out peace. Take a breath in and breathe in calm. Exhaling out calm. Take a breath in and breathe in love. Exhaling out love. Taking a big breath in, filling up with whatever you need. Exhaling, vibrating that out. Fingers and toes begin to wiggle, head moves side to side. We'll find our way to a seat. Cross your legs, sit up nice and tall, and hands come into the heart. And feel the gratitude welling up in your heart. The gratitude we have for this practice and our community of sharing. Gratitude for the life that we're given, for the family and friends, for our home and our jobs, and the sense of purpose that we have in our lives. For the ability to be present to one another, and to be present to ourselves. And we honor each other by saying namaste. And if anyone is still there at the end of this practice, congratulations. It was a hard one. So tomorrow will be a little easier on you. So have a beautiful rest of your day or evening. Drink a good amount of water to flush out the toxins. And remember to just keep breathing, right? In these uncertain times, the mind can run away and fear can come in. Stay present to your breath and just keep breathing. Just one breath at a time is all we ever have to do. Everything else will work itself out. We'll see you back on your mat soon. Thanks for being here. Bye.